What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? So, I got my gear working for once. So far. So, let's not jinx it. So, let's get the easy part out of the way. We are streaming from YouTube and Facebook. And we already have our first person in. The famous, the legendary, the biggest guy ever, the biggest bullhead I ever known. CQ from Pop Culture Warrior. So let's give him a little alarm because I got some use for you in a little bit. All right, let's get into it very fast. So how am I doing with no nicotine, no smoking, no vaping? Very good. This past week, I only tried, didn't use it, tried to reach my vape once. I was very surprised. It was on a Sunday. I was like driving to church. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. I don't vape anymore. It just still, I'm trying to break the habit. Now, when I was getting upset or frustrated, I used to just go for my vape. Not anymore. I don't even think about it. Now I just walk away. I realize I'm less stressed out now I don't vape. That is the funny part. Usually say nicotine or vaping stresses you out more. And then that's the funny part, like, it's less stressful this saying. I disagree. So, let's get the biggest pop out of the way. What happened to my beard? So, if you guys haven't seen it, I'm going to show you right now. The little clip I have right here. And hopefully, there we go.
Fuck it, let's go with. This is a reboot for now. How long will it take me to go back to it? Probably gonna make a big mistake. Oh well.
Oh, hang on.
Fuck it, let's go with.
All right. So, thank you, Jenny. I feel a little naked still. I'm still debating if I'm going to grow it back. I am going to grow some kind of facial hair. I'm not staying like this. I'm still trying to get used to it. But, what's up, Stacy? But it's, maybe because I'm so used to over this thing, I did need a change. I needed a reboot on my face. Even with the channel, you guys, maybe I learned something different in the process to tune into how to do it. So that is the biggest reason why I did it. The second biggest reason is I know I'm doing something very corny. And I know I shouldn't have done it for this reason, but I didn't care. I did it because I love her. It's my mother. My mother, just all she wanted for Christmas. She didn't want a TV. She didn't want this. She didn't want that. She wanted my face. I said, all right, fuck it. I did it. It didn't cost me nothing. That's the best part about it. So, everybody knows I'm a big PlayStation fan. Has anybody heard about what they're doing in the UK? Any chance? Because that's a big one on me. So, down in UK, I literally found out a few hours ago. And let's see if CQ's up to par. That's why I want to challenge him on this one. They say that, what was that? Let me bring up the thing. Here it is. So they're saying overseas in UK, this is on a UK thing, but that might migrate to us eventually. It's illegal on their terms and policy to actually sell any kind of PlayStation game. I'm not talking about digital. I'm talking about a physical copy like you used to get back in the PlayStation 2, 3, and maybe 4 era. So if you own that disc and you sell it, you're breaking the terms and conditions of their policies. And I have the whole article right here. Let me see if I can actually work this damn thing. Be nice. Oh, that's the problem I'm having here. Here we go. So if you go right here, where it says, PlayStation 5, blah, blah, blah. If you go scroll all the way to let me find the sucker. Did I pass it? I think I did. So pretty much, if you see right about here, it starts telling you when you own the copy, you don't own the rights to it. You're licensed the rights. Okay, that's their terms and conditions. Now, if you go further down, and I'm a huge PlayStation fan. I'm a huge, and me and Siggy are going to argue about this till the day we die. PlayStation is better than Xbox, and he knows it, and he just does not want to admit it. And I'm okay with that. So I just want to find where it said. I just lost it before. Or was it further down? Aha, right here. You must not lease, rent, or sublease any of the... Right here, let me highlight it actually for you guys. Boom. Properties of the software. So that's telling me right now that as much as... Oops, wrong one. As much as I'm a huge PlayStation fan, huge, what the hell? Like, if I own the game, I pour it straight out, and I go, hey, I'm done with it. I was the biggest person to do this. I used to go and sell my PlayStation games back to GameStop every year. Every time I beat it, I used to go try to beat it in the first week so I get the most money out of it. Boom, give it in. Do it again and again. Like, I used to blow through games like crazy. Obviously, I had a little more free time back then. I was younger, not as old as I am now in responsibilities. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, we used to all do that. But my personal opinion, if I bought the game with my hard money, a hard copy, like, let's say this box is my game. If this is mine, good for AirPods, and I want to sell these later on to CQ, for example, or to Stacy, you're telling me it's illegal for me to sell this? What the hell? I already bought this. Maybe I want to sell this for $20. What if I want to give it to somebody? So I am technically breaking the law. In current to them. In current UK law, they passed this. I don't personally understand it. I don't sit here and try to I understand it. But here's where it comes up to me, question mark. Who remembers Blockbuster? Now, if Blockbuster was still around and doing this back then, so if you go back where I highlighted here, let's go back into it for 1 second. You might not lease, rent, or any of that public shit, bullshit, whatever it's called. So you technically, if Blockbuster was still around, they're technically, breaking the law according to PlayStation policies. I don't understand how this is technically illegal. I don't understand that personally. How can you tell me I can't? I do know for a fact overseas they do have their own like GameStop stores or Best Buys or anything like that. Obviously in different names. But you tell me I can't go to the store and sell it? I just don't understand how they can get away with that. But here is where I have concerns as a PlayStation owner. Okay, I don't sell or buy games anymore. But let's say I bought something I want to get rid of. I don't like it anymore. I don't want it. Whatever the case is a controller, for example. Or anything from PlayStation. Let's say I start buying games again. Let's say they bring that law to the United States. So I can't... GameStop is already struggling as it is. I am still surprised to this day they're still in business. to this day, I'm still surprised they're in business. Last time I walked in there, they're selling more other stuff, like collectibles, shirts, and stuff like that, than gaming stuff. That's how bad they're struggling. But my point is trying to get to is, let's say we have another boom and we had the Blockbuster still out. I'm sorry, the GameStop comes back up. And we have like a big new thing now. What happens to, I can't trade my games in now. That law came over to the United States. So what then? I can't sell my game that I paid 60, 70, maybe $80, maybe 120. Some of them can go up too. So yeah. I'm not a fan of that. I am not a fan of that at all. So it's going to be one of those things I would say it might be a game over for a lot of stores coming over. And Sissy's right. I'm with you, girl. I miss Blockbuster. I wish Blockbuster come out. Here's a funny fact. Some people might know this, man. Blockbuster is still in business technically, but there's only one Blockbuster store around. And if I tell you what it is, you're going to be a little shocked. It's in Alaska. Just in Alaska. Why in Alaska? I have no idea. But I do know from documentary I saw, they're actually struggling to renew their license with Discovery, is it? No, it's not Discovery. DirecTV. DirecTV owns them, and they didn't want to renew it, so they're struggling with the licenses for one store. Honestly, if DirecTV was great and smart, I will find a way to rebound that and actually bring it back, because they could make a lot of money off that name. Just the name alone, people will just go flock to it. That's my personal opinion. Hey, I'm not a genius or businessman. I just do content for fun. But anyway, so that is the plan. So the plan is, like I said originally, I am probably going to grow the beard. I'm not sure how long or hard, big or anything like that. But one thing I will promise you guys, I am going to grow the hair back out. At least I'm blessed with some people, a little hair still. I already started the journey, like you see. I'm going to document the whole thing. I'm enjoying the process. So I know a few people in the chat already saying I look better like this. So I might take the advice, maybe not. I'm not sure yet. What do you guys think? Should I keep it short or keep it long, the beard? I'm just curious on that part. If you guys think I should keep it short, I'll consider that. But before I go, I had a poll last week. It was, let me put up really fast, see if I can still have it. Here, wrong one. It was about, trying to think what was it about. I'm giving my own poll. Yeah, now I remember. It was Apple versus Androids. So it was like kind of like a weird split, to be honest with you guys. Like, I was surprised on the split originally. So let me just scroll all the way down because I post a lot on my fan page. Okay. It was 3 out of 5. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. Because I can't remember what it was, to be honest with you guys. I'm just trying to find the damn thing. Anyway, up here it is. So, there's actually a lot of people voted. So, it was at 7 votes. We got 58% voted Apple and 42 Android. That's surprising in a way, because a lot of Android stuff are struggling right now. Struggling a lot. And we got a new person in the house, so let's give him a nice clause. Oop, wrong one. Let's go with that one. So, going with the back to the Apple versus stuff. Hey, Monica, what's going on? I am going back and forth with it, to be honest, because I'm a big fan of both. I used to be a person who said Android is better versus Apple, all this stuff. And I switched. My experience with Apple was been sour before this. backstory: I had the original, was good. Went to Android for a little bit, then went to Apple 4. Horrible experience. I had so many problems. So I went from after that. I went to Androids for years. I had the Note for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was all the way to 10. Then I was having problems with it, so I went to Android. I'm using Apple. Great experience so far. 12 I have for 3 years. I'm like, wow, I'm surprised it lasted this long. I'd be lucky if the phone lasts a year. I love the watches. I'm not gonna lie to you. My watch is my new best friend. I don't go anywhere without it. Anybody knows me knows that for a fact. I go everywhere with it. So yeah. But with going back and forth, Android lately has been going up. If you actually look into the detailed sales, a lot of people are switching over to Android again. Specifically the Samsung Ultra 23s and now soon be 24s. I was very surprised to hear that. So overall, I don't think Apple's a bad company. I think they're having a rough patch right now with definitely what's going on with Series 9 watch. I'm not familiar with what's going on. I heard a little bits and pieces on CQ's channel last night. I was kind of driving. I caught the end of that part, but I definitely know some shit's going down with them by now. But Apple, you can't count them down. They're always coming back, and they kick some ass. So before I go, I want to have a shout out to Monica. Congratulations on your son. Oh, hang on, CQ. Before you jump that boat, I want to give congratulations to her son, for graduating her son's boot camp. We have a new Marine, so I am looking forward for him serving the country and respect. A lot of respect. All right, so what do you got here? So he's been an Apple since the iPhone went to Verizon. That was what, 1991? You're pretty old, dude. Let's be honest, 75, right? No, seriously. When was that? Trying to think what year it was. It was 2000, 2005, was I? No, it could be 2005. But anyway, it was around the iPhone 4. I remember that. Hang on, I'll look it up right now. That was bugging the crap out of me. Let's see when the iPhone 4 was released. Let's get rid of that. Release. Here we go. Boom. 2010. You're off 1 year, dude. You're close. June 24, 2010. You're close. Damn. I always make fun about your memory, but damn, you were good. Shit. It wasn't a bad phone. I just had issues with it, man. Like, if you remember the old volume button, like, this took them away now. I had so many problems with that. The charging port, I had like 3 replacements. Like, towards the end, like, after my warranty, I had to pay so much, like $200 out of pocket. But it wasn't ridiculous back then. But now, I think they're a great machine. I don't think, at this point, I think it's more preference. iPhone versus Androids. Yes, Androids you can do more with. Me and you had this conversation. But it's just one of those things, like, which one do you like better? I like TVs. I'll give them credit. I think Samsung is better on TVs. Sony, I think, is also one of the better ones, too. Oh, hang on 1 second. So he says, get over here. The Series 9 watch and Ultra 2 cannot be sold anymore. I wonder why. What the hell did they do this time? And they got banned sales. Shit. Now I'm curious. That is a big statement if Apple's pulling their products. That is a big no-no. So, but I was saying, I think right now at this point is more preference. I think both phones are great. Both phones can do mostly exactly the same thing. Now you're looking at specs. Which one's better? An iPhone or Android? I think it's specs at this point. And it doesn't really change anything when it comes to operation-wise. Obviously, the OS system is different. You have your operating system. One is obviously Android-based from Google, and the other one is iOS. So it really comes to preference. I do enjoy the iOS because it's very simple. I never had a problem with my Androids, but it was very simple. Go to it. Except if you're like my father, who likes to finger dial, butt dial, and dick dial all at once and figure it out. Let's see what CQ just sent me. So on December 18th, Apple to do. Oh, they really fucked up. So I got to put this up. Let me see if I can copy and paste this. This is I gotta show you guys this. Thank you, CQ, for sending this. By the way, I can always rely on you. Let me do a refresh on this really fast. Nope. Anyway, love how my tech doesn't want to work sometimes. So anyway, pretty much they broke a copyright infringement, I believe. I'm not. I need to have read the whole thing, but that's what it sounds from what the little top I read. So this is going to be a big battle on them. And Stacy's saying, Android all the way. I have been Samsung TV over 10 years, still working. It's great. I have one of my TVs. Is an LG. I got it. I'm trying to think when I got this damn thing. 2008. And I don't have it personally. I still in my house. My mother uses it now. I think things are going. Now it's starting to act up. The screen's starting to go. Obviously, it's been all these years with it. I was surprised it lasted as long as it did. And wow. So I was literally, fun fact, I was at Best Buy today just looking at TVs, and I saw evidence they had a $800 85-inch. I was gonna give my mom my 75 and take the new one, to be honest, because I know how hard she is with her TVs. And when I got down there, it was like, you know how you have like a Lamborghini versus a Civic? That's pretty much what it was. The most cheapest TV for 800. I'm like, I'm not paying $800 for that shit. So then the new, better one, they're like the Lamborghini TVs for 85. They're close to like $1,500. I'm like, shit. Yeah, I'll come back. I'm good. I'll wait. So I'm glad I didn't pick it up, but you know, I guess something better. I'm not worried about it. LGs are coming out a comeback on TVs. They're coming out really good TV. I looked at them today. Like, shit, they're actually good. If you're a gamer, 85-inch, their new 85-inch OLED or what it's called, it actually looks really freaking good. So before I close out, let's check all the comments. Make sure we greeted everybody and said hi. Where's my pop-up thing? So Stacy was in the building. We say hi to her. Ours, we say hi to CQ. He loves to talk. I cannot wait to get him on the channel. I really cannot wait. I can sit back and just let him talk. He loves talking to himself sometimes. But we had Monica in the house. Where is it? Again, Monica, congratulations to your son. You should be very proud of him. And that's, I think I caught everybody there. So, guys, I will see you guys next week. If I don't talk to you guys, please have a great Christmas. Enjoy yourselves. Don't eat too much because I know I usually regret it. And make sure you get ready. We got a lot of things coming next year. A lot of things. Got one more week. Then a new year comes in. So, like I always say, stay fresh.